Hello.
What's up?
We're tired because...
Wait. Welcome
to
the Sunday Budget Smackdown. Okay. Now we can continue.
So we just got done with a 2-hour-long budget meeting just for the second half of December. Because we have very few needs. It's a lot of money, but it's very few needs at the first half of the month. And so we just kept procrastinating on making our budget, and we just didn't spend anything over what are the basic needs. So now we're getting into, we've got the second paycheck, and, obviously we have to buy for Christmas, so, yeah. And so we, it was 2 hours.
Yes, here's the thing. Is like a lot of people, in theory, when you get ready to do this debt-free living and you start budgeting and you actually put your budget on paper,
right?
In theory, it's the greatest thing for a nerd to go, sweet, it's on paper, we're going to write it out. And see, we live by numbers. So we just put the numbers down and we think that's all there is to it, and it's done and it's good and we're settled.
Yeah, because he was excited. He was like, I'm pretty sure we've got the December budget finished, so why don't you just come in here, we'll work on it together. And I just screwed his numbers up.
But when you invite the free spirit to come to a budget meeting,
which you need to.
Yes, you have to. You can't do this alone. The reality is that the reason it took 2 hours is because we work through our budget the same way we work through our marriage. Mm-hmm. We don't just shove it under a rug and forget about it.
And say, okay, that's fine.
Whatever, fine. And just go on and carry resentments and carry frustrations. If you guys want to really get to the reality of doing a budget every month, you've got to sit down and get on the same page. Yeah.
Which I feel like it's going to get easier after time. I think this one was so hard because we want so many things for we've got Christmas, obviously, and then New Year's, but our baby was also born on New Year's Eve. So we've also got her first birthday, and we're trying to figure out what that's going to look like.
And we have different ideas.
Yes, we do. So... So we had this idea of, what we were going to do for a Sunday Budget Smackdown, and we
decided to just talk to you about how hard it is
for us to do our budget.
So that because this is what we want, the message we want to get across tonight in this Sunday Budget Smackdown is that you have to put in the time and the effort. Yeah. And you have to listen to each other, and you have to really care about what each other is saying.
Yeah. I really feel like that's the key, because there were so many times, at least 4 times, that one of us said, okay, I hear what you're saying. I need you to listen to me right now. This is very important. And so the other person was just quiet, while the other person explained. There was a couple times where we were a little heated at the beginning, but
but not bad.
No,
not like our.
We weren't yelling at each other.
Like
it was just we were passionate.
Not like our old-fashioned heated discussions. Yeah. Our passionate discussions.
Is that what our fights are called? Passionate discussions.
We never had a fight. Yeah. We've never had a fight. We've had very passionate discussions.
So anyway. Yeah, so we allowed the other person to just express our concern, or not our concern.
Yeah, here's what happened. Let me explain. Because some of you are like, just get to the details. Tell us the details. What's going on? When you start putting numbers down, and what we do in our budget every month, and many of you know, I have a side business where I do web design, and every month we go over what my job's budget is.
Yeah.
She's a stay-at-home mom. She does homeschooling. She works harder than I do, honestly. So there's no way she could go make any extra income because raising 4 children and teaching 2 of them currently and keeping the others, fed and clothed all day
Well, I'm not saying that there's no way I could, because there are some homeschool moms that
Yeah,
have
that's
some
true.
kind of side business, but
That's true.
I personally could not do it.
Just the way your
The way I'm
personality,
built.
the way
Yeah.
you're made, and
How I'm so unorganized, it's a miracle I get my kids
But
taught.
what you give to our children, to me, is more valuable
Yeah,
than you trying to put effort into something that is going to make money.
right. So I just want to say that in case there's anybody out there watching
Absolutely.
that's like, I can do it.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can, and that's awesome. I'm being sincere. I'm not being sarcastic.
I know. You're just like, you can do it.
You can do it. I can't. You go.
So what happens is each month we do our budget, and what I make at my job, especially this past 4 months, does not meet the budget needs that we have each month. And we cut a lot of things. We've talked to you about how we cut out Netflix, and we cut out, other online subscription things that we had, and we cut out a large chunk of our cable bill, and we just cut and cut and cut and cut what we could. But when it came down to it, there were still, because of the debt we're in, because of the payments that we have, because of the house we've chosen to live in.
Yeah, the house and the van are 2 things that we can change, and we plan to, but it's not like we can just we're just not going to pay.
Because of all
We're
those
just gonna
things,
cut that. We can't really
because
cut
of
our
all
house.
those things, we are over budget every month, and we have to bring money in from a second source to meet the budget.
Right.
So what happens is we sit and we talk about the budget, and because it's my side business that I'm trying to bring money in to cover the budget, as the free spirit begins to talk.
As she opens her mouth.
She opens her mouth and shares.
I see the money rolling out the bank and into the drain.
But most of the things that she's talking about are legitimate things. But what happens to me, this is the one thing we wanted to share, is as my personality, what I begin to hear from her is, okay, I need to make sure that my kids get what I want them to have for Christmas.
But I said, right before that, I don't need anything. We were talking about if we're going to exchange stocking stuff.
Right.
I'm like,
we're willing to sacrifice. You've seen that because we sacrificed,
So I'm just saying.
Yeah. You don't have to defend yourself at this point. Give me a minute to tell the story. You can defend yourself after I've pled my case. It's okay.
It's not a debate.
It's not. But my personality, I explained this to her. This was one of those times where I said, I need you to listen to me.
Yeah.
It's like a rubber band. So I'm stretching because I'm a nerd and I need to live by the numbers, and they're very set in my mind and my heart. And then she begins to lay these other things out that are needs for this month of covering Christmas things that are above and beyond, and it pushes us outside of that budget. And then every time she says something, my rubber band stretches further and further and further until there comes a point when that rubber band just snaps.
And it did.
And it snapped. And I sat back in my chair and I said, I need you to listen to me. And I was calm and collected. I had a little tear.
You were calm and collected after you said your very passionate sentence.
I did
about
have
Reagan's birthday.
Yes, because it comes back to the thing we talked about in an earlier video about should you buy Christmas presents for a 1-year-old?
Yeah.
And you know, when you're trying to get out of debt, if you don't have the money, well,
absolutely not.
That 1-year-old is not going to remember.
No.
That they didn't get a present. You can give them a box with some, like we said, that first gift we gave Flynn. We gave him a bag of balls inside of a clothes basket. And that was his Christmas present, and he loved it, and he played with it.
He did.
Because 1-year-olds, they're going to play with the cardboard box and not the toy. You know, that's what happens a lot of times.
So anyway,
my rubber band broke, and so we had to take time to work through the process of understanding how each of us were approaching this budget.
And I want to say something real quick. My MO, usually, when he says, I need you to listen, I'll start listening. But then when he starts mentioning things that it feels like he's attacking me, like, you did this, and you asked for this, and you didn't think about the fact that I'm pulling it out of my other business expenses, you know, whatever. It's like, you made me, and so I start to feel attacked. And I started to, but I don't know if it's we as women or we as free spirits or whatever it is, I started to finally get to the point where it was like, no, it's not about me. I'm listening to what he's going through. And I'm going to let him talk. And then when he's done, I'm not going to explain why I did those things. Or explain why we need those things. Even if they are needs, in my mind. I'm just going to say, I understand. And I'm really sorry I made you feel that way. I know that I am here to work things out. I'm not here to bully you into getting my way. And that's what I did. And so it helped to calm him down some. And then he made a few other comments that made me feel like I needed to be heard. Like, no, I am working this Dave Ramsey thing. And I am sacrificing. And I am with you. So I got my chance then to be heard. And he did listen to me. And he said, yes, you do deserve credit for some of the things that you've letting go of. So
absolutely. So
just be there for your partner when you are working this out, because
it's not an easy process.
It's not. I wish I could say that.
If you're doing it right, if you're really communicating and you're really digging down. I guess
unless you are both on the exact same page, but
we have a couple in our life group.
Oh yeah.
Who I wish that our personalities were more like theirs.
Oh man, it would be a lot easier. They just don't fight. Now that's not to say that they agree on everything.
They don't agree on anything, but their personalities are like, oh, okay, this that works.
All right.
Okay.
They are more of the shove it under the rug, but they're the kind of people that are like,
but after
30 minutes to an hour later, they're like, yeah, it's not a big deal. All right, whatever. Right. So, I mean, they eventually will talk it out, but
they don't have the kind of passionate discussions that you and I have.
But we have a lot of fun on the upside, too. So. Oh,
we do. But they do, too.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. I didn't want to make it sound like they didn't have fun.
No, I'm just saying that.
Yes. No. So this video, this Sunday Budget Smackdown, may not be for everybody. Maybe it is for everybody. It may be for you. It may not be for you. We just wanted you to know that we get on here and we have fun on the video, but I'm telling you, the 2 hours that we just went through was a lot of work. And it's not just because I have people say this to me sometimes about Facebook. They're like, because I had that friend come to me at the comedy club and he's like, I hate you. He's like, your life is so good on Facebook. Oh. So I don't want you to ever think on these videos.
It is good.
That
our life is good.
It is very good.
Very good. We are very blessed and very happy and
That's
full of
true.
joy.
But I don't want you to think
it's not easy.
That it's that this comes easy for us.
Because it doesn't.
Because it does. It's work.
And there are moments where we are failing, but I still feel like we are on the upswing.
Oh yeah.
And
Absolutely.
especially after
Absolutely.
this month, because we are going to be making some good decisions with bonus.
Yeah, that's in another video.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I'm anxious. I
I
kind of want to say it right now, but I don't.
No.
But I'm going to wait. So for this month's budget, we actually
Don't lose heart.
Don't lose heart. We did the budget halfway through the month. Today's
we're not always
the
doing it
14th. But the first part of the month for us is so cut and dry. I mean, it's just boom, 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 the same every month. Nothing changes.
We don't get any
There's
fun
no
stuff
flexibility in the first half of the month. So I sat down to do the budget for the second half of the month. The thing that's really cool, and you guys might be experiencing this too, is the gas prices are cheaper.
Yes.
And we are saving a ton of money in gas.
And this is coming in another thing, but let me just mention it. And it's all going into our car maintenance fund. So don't just spend your extra gas money willy-nilly.
Yeah, that's another video. Shh. Okay. That's another video.
Okay.
So it was really cool. So we worked it out. We put in Christmas. We put extra money in for movies that we rent at the house because I'm taking Christmas vacation from work.
Paid vacation. Really nice.
Vacation. I'll be here for 2 weeks, and Skye wants me to leave for some of that 2 weeks and not be here the whole time.
No, he doesn't need to be here the whole time.
When I told her, I said, I'm taking 2 weeks off for Christmas, and she's like, are you going to be here every day?
Yeah, I did.
So I put in more money for our movies that we're going to rent during the Christmas holiday. I've got the entire Christmas budget taken care of.
Yeah.
We sacrificed.
We really did.
And that's the thing. It's
even stocking stuffers, that's where it can really get you.
It can get you really bad. We sacrificed on gifts. One of the things we talked to our children about is they gave up one of their gifts because we're going to be giving one gift from each of them to another family that is needing some help this year. So, and I think that's great to do with your kids and teaching them how to give something of themselves. Instead of us just as a family saying, hey, we're going to help this as a family, we actually asked our kids to give up one of their gifts for a family that wasn't going to get any.
Yeah.
And that was awesome.
And it was a good learning experience because especially one of ours was a little hesitant, like, how much and how many presents are we getting? And I was like, does it really matter? So it was good. Yeah,
that was really good. So that's this week's Sunday Budget Smackdown. I hope it helps you. I know it was hard for us to get to this point and get through this video, but hopefully it'll help somebody along the way.
Yeah.
Okay?
Good job. Bye, guys.